Oh, hey, I see you over there. You guys heard about Mile High Spirits and the fact that they're releasing 7-year-old single barrels now? Let's talk about the Whiskey Slickers pick. Okay. Today we are doing a night hike, and sometimes you just got to do what you have time for, and that's where we're at. So cheers. Thanks for coming along. Hopefully you guys can see some of the woods around me or something other than just my beautiful face, but otherwise, thanks for coming and let's dive in. Today we're drinking the Mile High Spirits 7-year wheated bourbon pick that was done by the Whiskey Slickers. The Whiskey Slickers is a great group of people that is based out of Colorado. So Colorado, doing some Colorado whiskey. I love it. It's good to see everything just coming full circle. And I love that the Whiskey Slickers is constantly supporting smaller brands as well. Mile High Spirits has a lot of great whiskey, and I think they don't get talked about enough. So let's talk about them. Mile High Spirits just turned 14 last month. So that means that they were founded in December of 2011, if that checks out correctly. They have a lot of whiskey that they've been releasing, but they're just now starting to get some really well-aged whiskey as well. So they just had a distillery release of an 8-year-old bourbon. This particular wheated bourbon pick is 7 years old, which, if I'm not mistaken, is their oldest wheated bourbon single barrel to date. It's cask strength, it's 135 proof, so it's high proof. A lot of Mile High Spirits whiskey ends up being very high proof, and I think that's probably what a lot of people know them for. They have a lot of bourbon that ends up crossing over into that 140, 150 proof even territory. So very high octane, high flavor content, and just a concentrated explosion of flavor that you're gonna get from these pours. And this bottle is definitely no exception. You get a lot of really good caramels, really good rich cherry notes. I think a lot of people are scared off from Mile High Spirits because maybe they had an experience with one of their younger bottlings, or they had something that just didn't jive well with them, or they're scared of the high proof. I've had a decent amount of Mile High Spirits now, and I can tell you firsthand that as their whiskey is getting older, it's definitely getting better. And the place to really check them out and enjoy them is absolutely in their single barrel program. Almost walked into a tree because this light is blinding me and I'm just hiking by moonlight. So we're gonna do our best here. When I first opened this bottle, it smelled and drank like lava. And that's something that I've kind of experienced on quite a few of the Mile High Spirits bottles. But what I hope people do is they let that pour sit in the glass, they let it breathe for a bit, and they let it just develop within itself. Because I can tell you right now, even from a fresh pour, now that this bottle has had a few weeks to open up, it is incredible. And you get such a rich, beautiful flavor, which can sometimes be difficult to pull off from a wheated bourbon. Wheated bourbon is known for being kind of soft and delicate, and this might be a little bit more soft and delicate than Mile High's normal bourbon, but there's a lot of flavor here, and it's really, really good. I feel like it's pretty typical to get cherry on a wheated bourbon, and this definitely has cherry, but it brings forth a different aspect of cherry than what you would typically experience on like a cherry note in whiskey. It's almost like a cherry taffy, but then blended with shortbread. Or if you've ever had like one of those German thumbprint cookies where it's like this like shortbread shell and has like a little jammy fruit in the center, take that and make that center cherry. And that's kind of what you're getting here. Let me go this way. It's really a really nice treat, and it's not like honestly any other wheated bourbon that I've really had. It really has its own identity, and that I really appreciate. I don't want more of the same. I want people that are paving their own path. They're making really high quality whiskey, and they're making a profile that's known for themselves. And if you give this some time and you let it open up, you're going to be rewarded for it. Mile High Spirits has a lot of great whiskey that you can order online. So their stuff is readily available, and they ship to most states directly. So if you're interested in trying some of their other stuff, that's definitely something that you could easily do. And when they have a lot of Ball and Bond stuff on their website, Ball and Bond is always a safe bet. It's something that you know is going to have at least a bare minimum set of stats. And if you're trying to get an idea for what a distillery's profile is and what they can put out, Ball and Bond is a great place to start. Hopefully one of these days I'll review one of those soon. But for now, if you can find one of these single barrels, do it. And this Whiskey Slickers pick, man, it is no joke. So if you somehow find a way, get access to the Whiskey Slickers and grab a bottle of this pick, because it's not out yet, but it's coming real soon. If you're new here, I like to rank my whiskey on a pretty simple scale from pass, which are those whiskeys that either the value is way out of whack or they just didn't age it long enough or something along those lines, and they just need to go a little bit further with it. There's also try it being those whiskeys. Could be any number of things going on with that pour. It could be that it is right on the cusp of being something really good and that I recommend, or it just needed a little extra time, or it could even be something that I really like. It's just kind of funky, and I think that you should try it at a bar or a friend's house or something like that before you fully commit, just because it might not be for everybody. Buy it is where a lot of whiskey ends up falling into place. Buy it is reserved for those bottles that I think are really good, and you should just go out and buy it. And then you have your hoard it bottles. Your hoard it bottles are reserved for the creme de la creme. If you're on a limited budget and you're not sure what to get, if I rate something on hoard it, I stand with both feet behind it, and you should go buy it. You should check it out, give it a try, and you're gonna love it. Not everybody's palates are the same. I understand that. But if you don't love it and you want to come hang out and swap it out for a different bottle that I own, let's trade, baby, because those are good bottles. This Whiskey Slickers pick is going to end up getting a hoard it rating for me. I absolutely adore that cherry thumbprint note. I think that is so good. It's unique, it's delicious. You're not going to find it elsewhere, and it's worth making sure you have it on your shelf. As this opens up, it really just gets better and better and better. And I think that's a good quality to have. I'm only a few pours into this bottle as of right now. I like to let a bottle develop a little bit before I dive right in with a review. But this is so good already. I really can't wait to see where this goes, because if it's going to keep getting better, I cannot wait. If you've noticed a trend, a lot of the videos I cover have ended up being either buy it or hoard it. And that's because if I'm going to bother taking a bottle out hiking, I want it to be something I'm excited to talk about. That being said, I promise soon I will start doing some try-its and passes as well, just to make sure everything is rounded out. All right. I am a small channel, so if you enjoy the content I'm putting out, even when I'm hiking in the dark, please give me a like, a follow, subscribe, do all the things, leave a comment. If you think that night hikes are a little bit of waste of time because you like being able to see what I'm doing while we're out here, let me know. Tell me about it. And I'll try and do an early morning hike versus a late night hike, and then as the sun comes up, you'll be able to see something at least. I don't know. I'll give it a try. In the meantime, as I like to say, may your trails be empty and your glass is full. Cheers.